Hey everyone, and welcome to my channel. I hope that you are all good. In today's video I have this gorgeous set of purple acrylic nails, so I really hope you all enjoy it watching. Now I'm working on my Glamerliz practice hand. I have already applied my tips and a thin clear base so that we can jump straight in to the design. Now for this design I just really fancied doing a purple set of nails. Purple's my favourite colour. And yeah, I was just sitting down at my nail desk and kind of just made this setup as I was going along. So I'm working with the CJP Acrylic system today, and I've come in here with Blurple, Bright Violet and Milky Pink. And then as you can see, I'm just placing small wet beads down and creating a marble design. I kind of wanted to play around a little bit in this set and do my marbles a little bit differently to how I normally would do them, just because when you are doing acrylic marbles there's so many different ways you can do them. So I thought it would just be fun to play around and have a little bit of an experiment to see what I could come up with. But as you can see, I've just run my brush up and down through those wet colours until I'm happy with the pattern that's been created. And then on the very tip here, I've just come in with Blurple and the Milky Pink. And then I'm going to pick up a teeny tiny piece of the Bright Violet and just kind of pull that through, just because it was a really small area to work on. And then I'm going to leave my marble like this because I just want it running up the one side of the nail. And then I'm going to come in with some glitter. So this gorgeous mix is Unicorn from Charlie's Nail Art. Now the version she currently has on her website is slightly different to the one I've got here because this is the older version. But I will leave a link in the description box to the current one because that is still such a pretty glitter mix. And you can also save 10% off at Charlie's Nail Art with my discount code as well. Now on top of that glitter mix, I'm coming in with some of these purple hearts. These are also from Charlie's Nail Art. I just wanted to add as much purple and glitter into this set as I could. So it is a little bit full on, might not be to everyone's taste, but it was really fun to do. Now I'm going to leave those glitter pieces to set before I move on to the next part of that nail. So I've moved on to the middle finger and I'm just painting on some glue on the top of my clear acrylic base. And then I've scrunched up a piece of this light blue transparent angel paper and I'm just pressing that down. I've scrunched it up because I want it to have that crinkled effect to it. Then once it's securely stuck in place, I'm just going to cut off the excess using my stalk scissors. Now you do want to make sure this is really glued down. Even though we're going to encapsulate it, it's easier if it's glued down to begin with. And what you also need to make sure is that you come in and file the edges off slightly. This is so that when you encapsulate it, your clear acrylic layer can connect with your clear acrylic base layer. Otherwise it can peel off and break down the acrylic nail. So just coming in with that file and removing some of the angel paper at the edges just makes sure that you're able to fully encapsulate it. Now to continue with this design, I'm popping a wash of clear acrylic over the top of it just to help seal it down and hold it in place whilst I'm continuing with my design. Then I'm coming in with Blurple right at the cuticle area, tapping it up into place and getting a nice neat cuticle line. And then I'm just pulling that down and fading it over the angel paper. I don't want to take it too far down the nail because I don't want to cover up that angel paper because I really like the effect it's created. So that's why I'm just gently fading it out. Then once I'm happy with how the Blurple has faded, I'm coming in over the top of that with some of these flakes. I believe these are from Born Pretty. I will double check and leave it linked in the description box below. But I'm just tapping them on using my wet brush. And as you can see, they've kind of got a purple to teal colour shift. Now I didn't want too many of these. I just wanted to tap on, well, I have actually applied quite a few, but I didn't want it to overtake the nail, if that makes sense. I wanted these flakes to just be a pop of background for the glitter, because over the top of this I'm going to come in again with that unicorn glitter. I just wanted the nails to be full on sparkly, to be honest. So here I've picked up a teeny tiny wet bead of my clear acrylic, dipped into that unicorn glitter mix, and then I'm just applying that over the top of the flakes, blending it out into the Blurple and blending it out onto the angel paper. And then again I'm tapping on some of those purple hearts as well. Now this was just a really fun set to do, but do let me know in the comments below whether you liked it. I love anything purple and I love a lot of sparkle, so it was nice to just sit down and throw those two things together. But I do, of course, really hope you all enjoy watching. If you do, then please don't forget to give the video a thumbs up. Also, if you're watching and you haven't already subscribed to my channel, I would really love it if you hit that subscribe button. I've just hit 3,500 subscribers, which I'm really grateful for. I'm really appreciative of all of you who take the time to watch my videos, give them likes and comments, shares, etc. It's really appreciated. So thank you to all of you who do that. Now on the pointer finger, I have placed down CJP Fantasy, tapped it up into place at the cuticle, and then just faded it ever so slightly over the glitter. I love that effect that it gives off with the glitter slightly underneath the nude acrylic, so that's why I have just gone over the top of the glitter slightly. Then we've moved on to the ring finger. I'm coming in again with that Blurple just at the tip of the nail and faded it back. This is just simply going to be a base because I wanted my glitter to pop a little bit more on this nail, and I do find that glitters just pop a little bit more if you place a similar or matching colour underneath. So that's why I opted to put the Blurple down and then come in over the top with that glitter mix. And then I'm just tapping on some of those angel paper pieces. So the excess that I cut off on the middle finger, I've just cut them up into small shard type pieces and I'm placing them down. It's a little bit hard to see here on the video, but it gave off a really cool effect once it had been encapsulated and top coated. Then once again, just tapping on a couple of those hearts, and I'm going to leave that to set before coming in with my Fantasy to blend over that nail. So we've moved on to the we've moved on to the little finger, and I'm going to be doing a full marble nail. So I'm coming in with a bright violet, Blurple and Fantasy this time. And again, I just wanted to play around and try out a few different marble techniques. So this time I'm kind of going again up and down, backwards and forwards, but I wanted the colours to run a little bit more together. So I'm placing the beads down quite wet and quite close together, sort of on top of each other, and then going backwards and forwards a few times through the marble. Usually when I would do a marble, I just kind of go up and down once or twice, but this way made it look a little bit more messy and I quite liked the effect. It was nice to just do something a little bit different, but it's a little hard to see here as unfortunately how I had my camera set up, it meant that when I was doing the marble, my hands kind of covering what I'm doing, so you couldn't 100% see what I was doing, but I liked how the nail turned out. Now I'm going to move back to the ring finger. I'm coming in with a small bead of Fantasy to begin with, just to blend over that glitter again. I liked the effect that it created on the pointer finger, so I wanted to do the same again on this finger. Then I'm coming in with a more medium-sized bead, tapping it into place at that cuticle area. You can see I'm really tilting my finger downwards as I'm tapping that acrylic around near the cuticle area. This will just stop it running back and flooding the cuticle. And then I'm just patting it and pulling it down just to go and cover that blend a little bit more and just create a little bit more of a fade. Then I did tap on a few more pieces of glitter just to give it a little bit more of a dimension, because I thought it looked quite pretty with the glitter underneath the acrylic and then a tiny bit on top. And then I jumped back to my marble because I wasn't 100% happy with it, in all honesty. I felt it looked a little bit too messy, so I thought I would try and fix it up a little bit with some of those flakes. So I'm kind of just trying to follow the pattern of the bright violet in the marble and placing those flakes on there. Then I went off camera, encapsulated and filed all of these nails so that we can jump straight to top coating. And I'm top coating today with my CJP tack free top gloss. Now in all honesty, I kind of messed up a little bit here. I didn't fully wipe off the nails from filing, so when it come to top coating, I ended up top coating a few pieces of dust, which was super annoying because it kind of ruined the overall effect, as I'm not sure if you can see on the video, but in a few places when I was looking at the nails after, you could just see where I've encapsulated the dust in the top coat. So do make sure that you really give the nails a clean from filing before you come in and apply your top coat. But I did really love how pretty and sparkly this set looked. Once I have finished applying that top coat, I'm going to pop these in to cure for 60 seconds. And that, guys, is the end of the video. Please do let me know how you're all keeping. I hope you're all keeping safe and well and doing okay. And I shall see you all again in the next video. Lots of love. Take care. Bye bye.